Hi everyone and welcome. This is the Apostate Prophet. I want to talk about a certain Mohammed Hijab, a very well-known Muslim apologist who has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Mohammed Hijab, who is apparently a pervert like his prophet Muhammad. It recently came out that he has been having a secret relationship with a woman aside from his married wife.
This is the story of my marriage to Mohammed Hijab and how his actions that he claims are permissible by Allah have completely destroyed my life.
And that he has been basically psychologically using and abusing her until he eventually dumped her.
Told me, I am not like your ex-husband. Whatever you see on social media, don't worry, because I'm very good as a husband. Further to that, he was pushing the idea and reassuring me that I'm going to be very happy with him. Reassured me so many times and he's going to be taking care of everything. I am excited. I am happy. I'm going to have kids. And I was ready to have children. All of a sudden, he stopped everything. He said, I think the best thing for me to do for you right now is that I wouldn't go ahead with this marriage. I was confused, especially after he opened up about his feelings. I tried to get explanations from him, but he didn't give me any reply. So we stopped contact. After like 8 months, he contacted me again. He apologized and said, I couldn't go ahead with the marriage last time because I had personal reasons. I am back. I am here now. Let's go ahead with this. I am ready. Don't worry. We're going to go ahead with this time. Let's just make things quick. And he was rushing up the process. He said, I am not ready. I'm not able to go and meet your dad in person for personal reasons. And I trusted him. He said, let's do this over Zoom. It's actually halal. And you just have to convince your dad. But he told me I'm not ready to show my face. I was confused.
After he lied to her forever, made empty promises. One of the sickest things about this is that Mohammed Hijab actually made a video a short while ago where he made ridiculous claims such as that Elon Musk or somebody on behalf of Elon Musk was actually threatening him.
Recently, I have received a threat through someone who knows Elon Musk very well, who is in contact with Elon Musk, documented public contact with Elon Musk. And that threat was essentially a blackmail. Yes, you heard it right. I was blackmailed that if I do not stop attacking Elon Musk, that I will be framed for a crime I did not commit.
Threatening to expose certain things about him or fabricate some slander about him in order to make it look like he engaged in some grave immoralities. It was somewhat predictable, but what he was apparently doing was setting the stage and preparing everybody for what was about to come out. This is very funny. It sounds like something somebody would say if he just committed a crime that is really bad, and he wants to kind of find an excuse to get out of that. He used and lied to a woman, had sex with her, took her to a hotel room, said, hey, this is completely halal, this is completely okay. I'm going to marry you, I'm going to take care of you, I'm going to, financially support you, and so on. We will be a good family together.
After the nikah, Mohammed Hijab wanted a sex marriage. He wanted a hotel marriage. But he didn't stop there. There was more to come. He told me, listen, just act like a girlfriend. We're going to have like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Don't worry, it's halal. We're married now.
But he just lied to her and abused her and used her for sex. And then basically dumped her without telling his wife and his family that he has at home.
You're going to get used to this situation. It's halal. There is nothing wrong with it. Why are you making things difficult? Don't worry, I'm going to try not to get you pregnant. This is a real relationship. I'm going to keep this like this for the rest of our life. I told him, are you going to change this for what you promised me at a later time? He said, no, this arrangement works the best for me, and I have no intention of changing it. As soon as he said that, I asked for divorce. He confirmed that he had no intention of paying the bills or the rent. He said, you didn't ask me for that when we were getting married. He said that he just wanted to have full discretion. Everything is up to him. He will never change the hotel, ever. He will never speak to my family, ever. He's not going to be paying for anything. And we're not going to have kids. Not going to be taking care of my daughter Nothing. We're never going to have a home.
And he also did all of this while justifying this behavior through Islam.
Jurisprudential, the man can do it. It's up to the man. No woman can take that right away from the man.
Okay,
it's impossible.
So let's get this right, yeah? So that Islamically, any of us can get a secret second wife.
Absolutely.
Or any man for that
No,
matter.
not secret. We can get... Islamically, there is no problem in a man getting married to another woman in Misyar without the first wife's knowledge. And there's no khilaf in this.
Yeah.
There's actually... I've not seen one solitary difference of opinion in any of the 14 generations of Islam. It's not there.
Which is?
Any scholar saying that, no, a woman needs to know, she needs to tell her, doesn't exist.
Telling this woman that under Islam, he is allowed to do these things that he was doing along the way.
He started threatening me as well, to silence me openly. He was like, listen, if you're going to expose this, I can get away with it. I can say anything as an excuse. And you're not going to get nothing from that. No one is going to have pity on you. Women will not. Men will not. I can give any excuse. I can tell them I was sexually not satisfied. In fact, I don't even have to give any excuse whatsoever. I gave you a mahr. There were 2 witnesses. That's it. Done. It was sealed. I'm safe. I never, ever imagined these kind of actions would come from him. Ever. Anyone, but not him. So he followed a list of Islamic rulings, as he claims. And nothing of what he did was actually haram. It's Islamically all right to give false promises to a woman you intend to get married to. You're Islamically not obliged to fulfill those promises. You are not obliged Islamically to speak to your in-laws. You don't even have to ask for their blessings after the nikah and congratulations. It's Islamically okay to live in a hotel. The husband can go to wherever he wants with his wife. He's not obliged to pay for anything. He's not obliged to provide because I didn't need provision. It's Islamically okay not to have kids. The Sahaba used to avoid having kids. It's Islamically okay to keep everything secret, to preserve the marriage, even if you are to show up in the hotel separately and come out from it separately.
Mohammed Hijab, we know that you are a very sick person. I personally know that you are a very sick person. A manipulator, a liar, a narcissist, which you also admitted to me. But if I were to send a message here or appeal to people here, I wouldn't be appealing to this bastard anyway, to this sick maniac. My appeal would rather be to the Muslims and to the Muslim scholars and others who stood with him and the apologists who are friends with him. Is this what your community is? Where is everybody calling out this bastard, this sick man? Is this how Islam represents itself? Is abusing women... I'm sorry, that was a dumb question. Of course, abusing women is normal under Islam. But is abusing women like this and lying to them, and even abusing fellow Muslims and justifying with Islam, is this okay? Is the Ummah going to take care of this? Or will this be swept under the rug? Like, wrongdoings by a fellow Muslim that we shouldn't exaggerate and shouldn't put out there into the public because it's bad for the image and we want to cover up a brother's sins and so on. Is that the way you're going to go? This is the problem. Mohammed Hijab acts like his prophet Muhammad, the pervert. He doesn't care about honesty. He doesn't care about integrity. He uses women. He's a pervert. He is quite sick, probably has mental problems, can hardly control himself, is a narcissist, because Islam doesn't make you a good person. Islam doesn't teach you to be a good person like that other good person that you take as an example. The example that you have is Muhammad, who was a pervert, a maniac, a rapist, a murderer, a pedophile, and so on. And in Islam, you're basically taught to follow these rules, this set of laws, and if you violate them, you will be punished by Allah, and if you keep them, then you will be rewarded by Allah. It is basically a very primitive way to train dumb animals. It's not a way to raise people who are good. This is the problem with Islam. These are the fruits right here.
You destroyed my life. I had da'wah projects. I was working with 10 sisters. I was doing my da'wah work. I was taking care of myself. I was ready to get married to a real man, someone who's really going to be caring for me and my daughter. I wanted to have kids. I had ambition. I had emotions. I had love. I had trust. I had belief. You destroyed absolutely everything. You took away my health. You took away everything from me.
What's wrong with you people, man? Shame on you. You people are sick. Shame on you, Mohammed Hijab, and all those who support somebody like this guy. You people are sick. Stay away from Islam.